I forgot to add myself to the stream. Wow, embarrassing. Good morning, everybody. What is going on? I think the camera zoomed in a little bit more. So, depending on how you feel about me physically, this is either a great start to your day or a terrible start to your day. Listen, it's 420, and normally that meant one thing and one thing only, but 420's got a lot of meanings today. You got to toke up. It's 420. You got Doge Day, right? Supposedly it's Doge Day. We've got tops entering the stratosphere. We got a lot going on for a day that's supposed to be pretty chill. So let's start this day off right. We had a ton of basketball last night, a ton of very good basketball. But before we get into that, we got to say what's up. We got Craig up in the chat. B. Murr, one wooden coin richer today. God, I can't wait to just set money on fire with tops today. Harrison Hayes, what's up? We the people up in here. Definitely great. We got Lucas. Billy shows everyone Top Shot is way ahead of the game. Tempted by Tops. It took me back to 2000 for real. Joe Boyle's up in here. Liam in here. Gersharon up in here. Guys, the party don't start until I walk in. All right, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it today. I am excited to talk about a lot of these games. This was like a wet dream of basketball for me. Oh, so shout out Sawyer, just switching it up a little bit. Different drive through today. Dre's up in here. John's up in here. Basketball Empire. Hey, from Austria, Jurgen, welcome. We got Austria up in the house. All right, listen. As Cicero says, as we get into the games, everybody do me a favor. Just like the stream real quick. Let's get more eyeballs. All right. We want all them eyeballs. All right, here we go. Let's get going though. Let's kick it up. So first thing that we're going to talk about. My favorite game of the night, which a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it was Nuggets, Grizzlies. It wasn't. It was my man, Steph. Steph is balling right now. The Warriors beat the Sixers 107-96. So the thing that we should mention, though, about that game is that the Sixers were missing Simmons and Tobias Harris. So I know everyone's like, Chef Curry, baby, which he is. Like, no, we're not taking anything away from what Curry's doing. But let's just remind ourselves that the Sixers were missing their second and third best player. So, keep that in mind. All right, let's get into it though. We should talk. Let's get the right background though. Here we go. Where you at, girl? There you are. All right. I mean, you know what we're gonna notice today though? A lot of the players that went off today are kind of appropriately valued, appropriately priced. Like it's not like we had a lot of under the radar guys go bonkers, but still we're still gonna do our work, our due diligence. Aaron says no hoodie or red lights in the morning. I know. I almost put the hoodie on. Actually, it's behind me, but I'm not going to do it. Guys, Duncan is packed. Guys, everybody's picking up their dunks this morning. I'm going to get a medium regular. That is a bunch of cream. All right. No, okay. So Steph last night, 10 for 17 from three, 49 points. The dude, so he just passed Beal for the scoring title lead by like a tenth of a point or something. And they play each other this week too. Might be their next game or 2 games from now. So, and both of those teams don't play defense. So, Steph's expensive. His $35K moment is $27. His $15K moment, $69. Nice. Series 1, 920. His rare all-star moment, 665. I mean, I think something that has a little bit of value is the Seeing Stars game at 138. And then what else? Where's the other bad boy that I was going to look at? Oh yeah, his 7,500 at 197. I don't know. Those stick out a little bit, but man, it just feels like Steph is going bonkers, right? Like I think was it the Bill Simmons podcast or maybe it was Ringer NBA show on Friday. I think they're just gonna let Steph shoot 40 times a game now. That's like their only chance, right? I was looking at the box score. I don't have it up now, but no one else had a line that was intriguing. Even Draymond, I think, had 8 points and 8 assists or something like that. So it's clearly Steph. We the people saying Steph and Westy trying to carry their teams to the playing game. I know, but man, if you're one of those higher seeds or lower seeds, I guess depending on how you phrase it. Are you excited? Like if you're in the East and you're the Bucks or whomever, are you happy to get Russ and Beal in the first round? Or like Steph, man? Like that's crazy. So yeah, I'm a and Chewy Pencil says, how is Steph looking on the MVP list? I mean, is he third? Is he third? Speaking of MVPs, Embiid on the other side was trying to will his team to a dub. He had 28 and 13, which again, I mean, it's just like it's almost not even newsworthy anymore when he drops 28 and 13. He's good, man. Embiid's good. Embiid's good every single night. So Paulie says, surely he can't actually catch Jokic. We were talking about this in the Discord this morning or last night. It all goes together now in my head. If he averages 40 the rest of the way, can we just give it to him? Because I think he is. I think he's averaging 40 in his last like 10. I mean, that's so many points. I mean, this team is the Timberwolves if he's not on it, right? Whew, I don't know. All right, that was the first game. The second game I'm excited to talk about. These are like my boys all coming out together, right? Suns 128-127 against the Bucks in overtime. That was an exciting win for the Suns. It was some questionable calls there at the end. That foul at the end was a little suspect, but that's not what we do here. We don't review the referees, we review the players. So Mikal Bridges last night, 21 points. All of the guys we talked about had a good game last night, which made me happy. Mikal Bridges' first moment on the site, sub 100. Suns have like a real shot at catching the Jazz. I think they're a game and a half behind them for the 1 seed. I don't know. I'm intrigued on this Suns team. I think they don't have any weak spots right now. So I really like the Bridges. I really like the Bridges. I really like the Suns. Ayton, I think it was 20 and 13. Ayton has been, I don't know, we can call it sneaky if you don't tune into this all the time. Oh, the kicks over in the Twitch. What up? Yeah, Sawyer says Steph's averaging 40 in April. I mean, April's almost over. Like we're 2/3 away. It's not like this isn't a 3-game sample size. Like he's averaging 40 20 days into a month. DeAndre Ayton's first moment, 190. It keeps going down. It keeps going down. I'm yelling timber. But he's at 190 and he's been really, really good. Let's do basketball reference. We love a basketball reference, right? I want to pull up Ayton. Who did we do this with yesterday? My man, who was it? Brogdon, I think we did it with yesterday, right? What's going on? All right, here we go. So scroll. Let's start with the month of April. All right, that was a 4-2 is a bad one, but we got 27 and 11, 18 and 12, 18 and 10, 14 and 10, 18 and 8, 19 and 13, 26 and 11, 8 and 9. This was a bad one. And then 20 and 13. So, I mean, Ayton's been pretty consistent. And that's where I'm at. I think I've been banging this drum for a while, right? Ayton Series 1 might be a great play headed into the playoffs. And he then followed it up. I'd like to see it dip a little bit more. I do think we're going to see everything dip a little bit more. It's kind of why I've been holding a little bit before I go by. But DeAndre Ayton, 190, I mean, yeah, plus minus numbers are really good. I honestly just scrolled past it, but yeah. Well, except for that one. That one was ugly, but I don't know what happened that game. They lost by 26. That's what happened. But yeah, anyways, Ayton has just been really, really good. Really, really good. So I'm excited for the Suns. I think that's the bandwagon I'm jumping on now that the Nuggets have lost my man Jamal. So, all right, anyways, keep moving on from that. So we had, where is he? Chris Paul again, 22 and 13, I believe. Let's see what Christopher is looking at right now. 34 for that Cool Cats. Man, what a fish I am for scooping this at like 49. Dummy. No matter how many challenges we have, I still will not learn my lesson. 35K moments, only $8. His 15K is only 20, which that I am more interested in than the 8. Seeing Star at 39. That's another one that, again, we talk about Seeing Stars so much, but I don't know. sneaky. 750 for his first moment. That's the one that I really want. But I mean, I love Chris Paul. Chris Paul is going to find himself on MVP ballots, I think. So I like it. Deep threat. We are bearing the lead. We're hiding it. We're letting it. Just let it simmer, baby. Let it simmer like a good stew does. We let it simmer. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Oh, Ruben says cat first moment is 192. I prefer cat. Yeah. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. What I like about Ayton is he's on a good team and I'll actually play in the playoffs. Cat obviously is a more dynamic offensive player, but I'm still with it. I'm still with it. Excuse me. All right, who else did I miss from that game? On the butt. Oh yeah, Booker had 24, 7 and 7 with the game-winning free throws. Again, questionable calls. Let's see what his first moment's down to. I mean, you can see some decent deals here. $15K for $28. His seeing stars 40. Wow. So his seeing star is more expensive than Chris Paul. Interesting. $850 for his first moment. So I think when we first started scoping his first moment, it was in like the 1200 range. So it's good to know. And then the trio of Giannis, Middleton, and Holiday all had good games. And again, if you believe in the Bucks, these are the three dudes that are going to get you there. We talk about Giannis always being like a little bit overpriced, or not overpriced, underpriced because of all of those moments. Got my morning bowl time to grind. Dude, a lot of 420 love up in here this morning. Daniel says, I'm here for the Luke Cornett revenge game talk. Love it. All right, what else we got? So, I mean, they all had really good games, right? All these dudes had good games. Giannis 33 and 8, Middleton 26, 7 and 5, Holiday 28 and 5, 25 and 8. I think like the entire my entire takeaway from last night, all of the games, is I'm just so excited for the playoffs. Like these are the games that I'm like, okay, yes, because right now we have too many. Everybody is freaking out, right? Everybody's missing games, and every once in a while the stars align and we get like actually good matchups, and that's what I'm excited for with the playoffs. That's what I'm excited for with the playoffs. I was going to talk about this at the end, but we'll pull this up right now. So Big Mike says, told y'all yesterday morning to buy Lamesius, 35K, easy profits last night. Yeah, let's pull up LaMelo right now. I almost pulled the trigger at I think it was like 1175 yesterday on his first moment before they announced. Yeah, it's announced at 79. This is at 1690 and 1650. So the floor for these two moments seem to have gone up like 450. I don't remember what this was at yesterday. I don't remember what that was at yesterday. I'm very intrigued by. So LaMelo is still 7 to 10 days away, which is like 3 more Hornets games, right? So it sounds like, I guess LaMelo and Hayward would come back right around the same time. Maybe Hayward like a week later. I just don't know. It seems very short-sighted if he's not super healthy, right? Because what are you risking? I mean, I guess the Hornets are a team that are desperate to get in the playoffs. So maybe that's what the issue is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Also, hey guys, we got to keep liking the stream. Bum, 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 get those numbers up. But yeah, so the LaMelo is interesting. I don't know. I don't have any good thoughts. I'm curious to see what the Hornets do moving forward. Yeah. I saw that they cleared his wrist, right? So he's good to go. He's good to resume basketball activities. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving through last night's action. We had Nuggets Grizz. This game was fire. 139-137. The Nuggets held on. The Grizzlies gave that game away. Grizzlies had multiple times to put that away, and they didn't. But let's start the day with my man Nikola, the MVP frontrunner right now. 47 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists. Like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Like, just a monster. And he willed them to, as much as the Grizzlies gave that game away, Jokic like willed it. It seemed like every time they were down, Will Barton would take a shot or someone else would take a shot, and then Jokic would be there for the tip-in. I think he had like 4 or 5 tip-ins in a row in the second half, leading into the playoffs. And Ja almost finished the game on an insane play. In the first overtime, he's up around the free throw line. He's like kind of kind of stuck, throws it up off the backboard. It almost looked like he threw an alley-oop to himself, and then he skies, but can't put it down. Would have been like an incredible game winner, pass yourself off the backboard for a dunk. But yeah, all right, Jokic. This first moment, okay, someone bought the one that was at 1,000 because it's up to 1,050 now. But that's come down. Remember, we've been looking at this, 2 or 3 times a week. This is at 1,400. It's down to 1,050. So, yeah, I don't know. 35K moment is at $16. We've got $68 for his Seeing Stars, his Rare Moment 270. Yeah, so there's a lot of opportunities. This one too, $48 for the 15K moment. I like it, especially because that's the first moment from his MVP season. Not his first moment on the site, but first moment from that. But anyways, Jokic balled. Michael Porter Jr. Slice says Ja's Mr. Almost. Actually, before we go to Michael Porter Jr., let's talk about Ja, because Ja had an incredible game last night too. 36, 12, and 8. And I think every once in a while, we're reminded that Ja's ceiling is very, very high. He had a couple of dumb turnovers, but anyways, Series 1, second moment is 480, 304 for that Rising Star, which again, out of 2021, only 304. Seems a little silly. His first moment has scooped under 3K. That legendary holding right around 4,300. I guess it's down a little bit. So there's not a lot of cheap, not a lot of cheap opportunities to get in. I guess his 15K moment is $42. Actually, 69, nice. But 7,500 for that Series 2 handles moment. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Big Mike says the whole market just keeps going down a little bit every day. Pretty depressing. Jokic Series 1 was over 1,500 last week. Yeah, I mean, we've seen that continue, right? We've seen it continue to dip a little bit. And then, we got some wax talk up in there too. We the People says Memphis shows up versus good teams, fades versus bad teams. It's super weird. Yeah, I mean, they were also missing Jonas last night. Daniel, can you convert these purchase prices into wooden coins? Just curious. They were down Jonas last night. All right, let's keep moving through that game, and then we can talk more about the Grizzlies. But Michael Porter Jr. had, he didn't have like a super efficient night, but 21, I think it was 21 points, 7 boards, right? Yeah, 21 and 7. Let's just check in on that first moment at 725 there. Series 2, 15K is only 21. That other Series 1 moment, though, where's that at? 350. It's a pretty monster dunk if you want a Series 1 Porter. And then $7 for a 35K moment. Rising Star is just so cheap for out of 2021 for that to be 175. But bonkers. So that's Michael Porter Jr. Jay Worley says, picked up MPJ Rising Stars moment and immediately dropped 30. Yeah, guys, that's okay, though. Again, I mean, it sucks. It sucks, of course. Daniel says MPJ 5 for 8 from 3 last night. Yeah, so he was efficient from 3. No, I totally agree. It sucks to continue to see those moments drop. But again, and I'm not trying to sugarcoat it being like, buy more. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying, like, if your plan wasn't to flip these moments tomorrow or next month, and you were thinking more long-term about this, I think like you kind of have to put your blinders on for that. And you're going to see it dip, and then you're going to see it go up in the same way that you can't overreact when it goes up, because you're like, oh, I'm not planning on moving off it right now. Anyways, again, it feels much better when we see it going up, of course. But I think just not freaking about it going down too is important. So just keep that in mind. But I hear you. I'd much rather have it go up than go down, of course. What a hot take. Much rather it go up than go down. Will Barton had a monster game last night too. I don't know how. I mean, I think Will Barton's usage is going to go way up, obviously, with Jamal Murray out, and you're going to see him in the playoffs. First moment's only $15. RIP when this thing was up to 375 or whatever it was. But again, Will last night, 28 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. Like, he's going to take on a lot of the offensive load, and he's going to have to, like, you could see it last night. They're not comfortable with it, but that 2-man game that Murray and Jokic were so good at, it's kind of translating to like a much poor man's version of it with Will Barton. So I don't know, into it. And then on the other side of the game, the other guy I wanted to look at, Grayson Allen had 24 points. Cool. It's actually kind of funny seeing Grayson Allen. Like, he is carving himself out a role, and I just didn't see that coming. But Xavier Tillman, I kind of got burned by this last night in DFS. when I saw Jonas was out, I knew Tillman was going to start, but Brandon Clark, I assumed was going to scoop up some of the backup five, but then also like I assumed they would close with Brandon Clark over Xavier Tillman. Xavier Tillman was really good last night. And again, his moments, I mean, his playing time was up because Jonas was out, but I like being able to see a starter play extended run with the other starters to get a feel for like, how are they going to play with the starting unit in case he gets that opportunity someday. But he had 18 points and 14 boards. Like that's a pretty good game. That's a pretty good game. Sure, we would need to see this more consistently before we lose our mind over it. But again, when we're getting excited about rookies, to actually see a rookie play well in a good game, he was matched up against Jokic. So it's I don't know. You saw some upside there that I was excited about, even though it didn't get my man Brandon Clark some more minutes. But that game was awesome. So that if you're bored today and have League Pass, highly recommend going back and even just watching the overtime. And then we had few more games. Jazz Lakers. I'm not going to go too deep into the Jazz Lakers. Jazz won 111-97. They're without Mitchell right now. Ingles had a good game, 21-5-4. Wanted to put out Andre Drummond, 8 points and 8 boards. Good to see Drummond. So there we go. Heat Rockets last night, though. This game again was trash because everybody was out. But let's look up Kendrick Nunn, because Kendrick Nunn went for 30 points. I think it was 8 boards and 7 assists. Like, holy hell. Again, everybody was out, so his usage goes up. But just looking at his first moment triple badge on the site for 150, that's interesting. That's interesting. Let me catch up on some of these questions. Daniel Rosenbaum says, this is dip season. No two ways about it. The long-term hold is still very much in play. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're about to talk about Sadiq Bey in a second, we the people. Big Mike says Halliburton keeps falling. I guess I'll just hold my 4Ks forever now. Yeah, again, but the plan wasn't to flip Halliburton this year. Like Halliburton's a very good example of like it'd make no sense to flip him this year. Paulie says would not be surprised if there's a few million subs in a couple years. Great time to invest. Hey, I like it. Patrick Kern says, do you think completing Cool Cats 4? All right, so we're actually going to talk about Cool Cats in a moment. We're gonna let me finish. We'll finish last night's game and then keep cracking at it. Okay, yeah. So Kendrick Nunn was the only really thing. Spurs Pacers. I'm gonna go over real quick. The Spurs won 109-94. Pacers were without Sabonis and without Miles Turner. So bye. Who cares? Derek White had 25 points. That's the only thing. Bulls Celtics. Oh, Jesus, the Celtics didn't have any. I mean, they were without Smart and Kemba, but the Bulls were without Zach LaVine. Vooch looked like old Vooch, 29-9. I don't know how the Celtics lose that game. Anytime, so everybody losing their mind over the Celtics, and then you see something like that. Whatever. All right, one more game to talk about. This is the one I'm excited about. Triple J is going to be back soon. You're right. Pistons 109, Cavs 105. Sorry, Sawyer. I know you don't want to talk about this one because Cavs were -3. The Pistons were missing 32 dudes, and somehow, the Pistons won that game. And you know how they did? Beef stew. Let's shout out Isaiah Stewart one time. 18 points, 16 boards, just a monster down low. Wow, I overpaid for this. 102 for his first moment. Isaiah Stewart is legit good. I'm so excited for him to start. Like, I want him to start full time. He's very, very good. So give me all the stew. We also had, who else did we have in that game? Sadiq Bey, as we mentioned, who's still not on here, right? We still don't have a Bey moment. What's up, Bey? Sadiq Bey, as pointed out by the chat earlier, had a hot start to the game. He ended up with 20 points, but like was just balling out in the first quarter. And the other rookie I wanted to take a look at was Killian Hayes is getting more run. Turnovers are still an issue. But where was his line again? He had 12 and 9. So Killian Hayes is starting to look nice. So what's fun about the Pistons is they suck, but what's fun about them is they got some young guys that are fun to watch. So I'm excited. Kevin says, not sure I should have sold my beef stew as soon as I got it in a pack. No, I mean, I don't think there's anything terrible about doing it. Vishal Kohler pulled Stewart in the Cool Cats pack. Is it worth holding? I think now, with it being as far down as it is, I'd hold it. I would hold it. But not financial advice. I am like super high on Isaiah Stewart. As like Isaiah Stewart is one of those that's not going to cost you a lot right now and has the potential for some upside. So that's how I feel about the beef stew. But I also touted him early, so I feel like I'm hanging on for dear life no matter what. So keep that in mind. It's more about me getting a dub, you know? All right, let's look at the Cool Cats because that was brought up a little bit. I also shout it on the moment. That's the site that I'm using right now, OTM NFT. Let me just make sure. I wasn't sure. Okay, yeah. So where we look at the top 5 gainers and top 5 losers, you got Kawhi here. Again, most of the stuff series 1 because you see the lowest ask get scooped up. So then the next jump, that makes sense why this is a higher percentage. Siakam's base set series 2 is going up. But the top 5 losers are interesting, and you're going to see Metallic Gold Challenge ended yesterday. Right, so Keldon Johnson dips, Miles Bridges dips, Melo dips, Fultz dips, and then Jimmy Butler. So something to keep in mind. All right, Cool Cats, Cool Kitties. So let's see, man. Dwight Howard still at 65. Jesus. Serge Ibaka 52, and then you're seeing all of the Cool Cats in general come down. Drew Holiday's down to 27. Hayward's down to 26. Christian Wood is the same price as Montrezl Harrell's 35K moment. So is Bogdanovich. So for the people asking, like, do we continue? Do we go after these? I mean, I don't know. Do you want to complete a challenge? If you want to complete a challenge, yeah. I feel like we say this every day too. Like like if you want to complete a challenge because you're like, I'm a collector, I want that reward, I love Russell Westbrook, I like the guys in the challenge, then yeah, complete it. But again, don't plan on the Russ being worth like $500 or anything like that. It's probably going to be worth somewhere between like 130 and 160. So Jonathan Roselle says, I actually decided to sell my Dwight and Harrison for D'Angelo. There you go. Yeah, I mean, if you're not super pumped about it, now's the time to sell those Dwights and Surges, in my opinion. True Pencil's lowest entry point. Don't worry about profits. I mean, if you're trying to complete a challenge, this is a cheap one to do. You can do it for $335 right now. If you already have a couple of those pieces, especially if you already have the Dwight and the Surge, I mean, it makes it a lot easier. But it is so funny to see that the base moments, the 3 most expensive pieces of this challenge right now are the Dwight, the Surge, and the Jeremy Grant, which is that's kind of funny to see that in real time. I forget where I'm at. I do need to complete it because, again, I'm going for the Master Challenge. So that's why I got to complete that boy. And what do I need 3 more. So I think I just need the Drew, Hayward, and Bogdan, maybe? Yeah. So, but it seems like these prices are continuing to go down as you're seeing. So I'm kind of, and now that I think I'm waiting a little bit longer. Slice says the moment is great. I'm just going to pick it up later. Yeah. And that's the other thing, right? If you don't like want the reward for yourself, you're just like, I'll spend the 150. You can do that. John Weingart says it's like eating pizza rolls right out of the oven. You're going to burn your mouth but at least you have pizza rolls. At least you do. John Moore says, I have 4 unopened packs. Should I keep them unopened or open them up with y'all? John, you can open them up with us if you want to do that next time we have like a full show. Yeah. And Kyle says Top Shot did that so people realize any moment can be used in any challenge. Don't dump. And I know Jacob brings that up all the time, right? Jacob brings that up all the time in the office hours and any interviews that he does. Like, so to keep that in mind. But yeah, that's where we're at with the Cool Cats Challenge. So what I do? It's 9:30 right now, and yeah, fire some questions. You need more dramatic voice. Well, all right, I'll work on that with some of the stuff. But all right, Patrick Coyne says, dumb question. Do you need to complete all the Cool Cats, or do you just need to acquire them by the end? So I'm assuming you're talking about the Master Challenge, right? The Master Challenge, you need all of the Cool Cat inserts. So each Cool Cat, not the base moments, just the Cool Cat. So like in this one, you wouldn't need the Dwight, the Surge, the Jeremy Grant, the Harrell, and the Adams. You just need CP3, Drew, Hayward, Wood, and Bogdanovich. So you would need that for every single one. So there's been 4 of those rounds. You would also need the challenge reward. So far, who is that? That's Luka, Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic, and we're also going to get Westbrook this time around. There was also a Karl Anthony Towns Cool Cat that we can look up that was given to the early adopters of the Crypto Kitties, right? and that price has plummeted down to $86. And then there's 4 more. There's 4 more, and we don't know what those are yet. We don't know what those are yet. So who knows? There's been lots of rumors. I don't know any of those. All right, yeah, let's do a little Poku. And remember, there's only like, I think 12% of the Pokus are out and about, so it's still at 198. So I'd wait till more packs come out IMO before you start going after them. Although it is out of 4,000, so maybe it doesn't come down as much. And we should also check Jamal Murray Series 1. I know you put that in there. Sawyer, let's see how much that's kind of come down. Jamal Murray, where's his Series 1? Wow. His handles is down to 99. His first moment down to 375. I will be getting that. I will be getting that first moment. Good God. Love only seeing 1,200. Is that right? There's only 1,200 that have been completed so far? No. Oh, the Masters. Oh, let's look at that. The Masters, a tradition unlike any other. Wow. I'm assuming that shoots up, but holy crap. Also looking at Karl Anthony Towns first moment. We can go back to that. That one's too cheap too. Isn't that like sub 300? Sub 200, 190. Oh my goodness. Get that man on a good team. What else? When wax, am I right? CJ Frank says Topps picked the perfect day to drop these cards because they must be high thinking I'm putting money into this. I'm with you, CJ, except I'm probably burning $125 today. I'm going to try to get a few of those. I am. I don't think they're good, but I don't know. When do I get? Yeah, dude, I'm ready for the run it back. I think we're getting that in the off season though, right? I think we're getting that in the off season. I think they even said that. Oh, did they just do for the free Topps pack? Well, how's this site looking right now? Did it crash yet? What else we got in here? We're 3.5 hours from the drop. Oh, it's gonna be such a shit show. Oh, promo pack number 2 for free. Let's see. We're doing this live. Let's go, baby. 1. Let's go. Oh, I gotta log in because I'm not logged in yet. Hold on, I'm not gonna share a screen for that, just in case, because I don't remember what important stuff is in there, you know? I don't remember. But once I do, okay, we're back. And we're back. And I'm not looking at the chat right now, so I apologize. All right, we always approve. Let's see what this is. Oh, wait, did it say sale ended? Is that what that said? What an idiot. All right, well, while that's happening, what else? Any chance of a Topps failure and a Dapper takeover? I'm not in this. I mean, I could see them taking over baseball maybe, but not in this way. Talib Cole, oh, thank you for the super chat, man. You're coming back into the fall, huh? New York summer, coming back to Top Shot in the fall. Wow. Series 1 Kawhi. Let's take a look. I always spell Kawhi's name wrong. It's a thing I got to work on. Also, hey, if you haven't liked the stream yet, come on, y'all. Hit that like button. Bomb. We need it. We need the like button. All right, Series 1 Kawhi. Let's see where that's at. Let's see where it's at. His first moment. Wow, his first moment's almost under 1,000. Yikes. Yeah, if that dips down a little bit more. Wow. Good to know. I like this. Good call, Talib. Good call. All right, let me catch up on those. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that promo pack. I think I waited too long. I forgot you guys could see all that while I was moving around. It's right now. Just get the promo. All right, so maybe I am getting the promo. Yeah, claim free pack. We're doing it live. All right, hold on. Let me stop my share screen just for a second because I want to see something. The thing that I really don't like about this is, like, besides the fact that it's awful, I just can never figure out. I just can't figure out the site, man. I cannot. Maybe I'm just like an old person now, but I just can't figure. I can't figure it out. Inventory. Maybe it's in my inventory. Collections. Oh, I got to figure this out later. I know we're doing it live, but I feel like I'm just going to accidentally spend like 10K. With Topps, you have to wait 40 minutes to open packs, apparently. Wow. Everybody's at that. LaMelo 35. Yeah, we had pulled up the LaMelo a little bit earlier, right? I think with the announcement of him coming back, everything went up, right? I mean, you saw it with his Series 1 moment. You saw, his first moment. You saw it with his rare moment. Gosh, look at this. Where you can tell the camera zoomed in today because look at these bags, baby. Look at these bags. Check your wallet's probably in there. Yeah, you just have to close out the loading screen. God, what a dumpster fire. What an absolute dumpster fire. Apparently, we got to wait 40 minutes anyways, right? So, makes Top Shot looks like it's 10 years old. For real. Like, if there was any, other people lowering the bar for you, right? But my wood token, God, so glad we got that wood token. So glad. You have to wait 2 hours to get your pack. God, this is the best, huh? This is the best. All right, what else? What else we got for the marketplace today? I feel like everyone's in a lull right now. I wonder, with Cool Cats underway, the hollow stuff's done. I think we're just like waiting for packs. I think that's what's happening right now. There seems to be a lull in the action. It's also a lull in the NBA too, as we go head into the playoffs. I think as we ramp up for that, there'll be a little bit more excitement. But I guess right now we just have to focus on Topps, which just what a disaster again. What a disaster. Ooh, that Harden Series 1 block for 316. Let's pull apart and man, I think I scooped that at like 190 and that jumped up. I just think it's down to 311 now, Ruben. Look at that. Boom. I think this is, Dustin always talks about how like the moment matters. And this is what's cool about this moment. Like you have first moments on Top Shot. That's the first time Harden's played defense. So I know that is what I'm nervous about, Deep Threat. I am nervous about that. Just being like, oh, there you go. There's all my crypto's gone. Daniel with, wait, where did this go? I think there could be a sneaky pack drop today. Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a little stressy testy. Yeah, imagine if they did it at the same time too. Imagine if they did it at the same time. Here we go. No Morris, best sub 500 cereal under $200. That is so specific. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna search for. Is there a filter for that? Oh wait, under $200. Serial number 500. God, this is a bonk. I like this, Noah. Digging deep. I'm gonna go from. Actually, I guess we can just look for what's asked right now. So we got a Miles Turner. I don't know. Miles Turner's interesting. Andre Drummond, pass. Thomas Satoransky, pass. Markelle Fultz, I don't know. I do love Bogdan. We know that, right? We know. So there's only these moments. Not a lot of them. Oh, but you know what this did, though, Noah? I think this... Do you mean sub 500 total or sub 500? Like, I feel like I did a bad job with this. Melo and Kemba first moments. Let's look at those. And then we'll come back to this. But I wouldn't buy any of those, I don't think. That's where I'm at. Carmelo. Kemba's is pretty cheap, too. I want to say that's like under 150 now. Oh, no, 167 for Kemba's first moment. Where's Carmelo? And Carmelo's first moment, 275 out of 4K. Series 1. I like both of those. I think I'd go Carmelo over Kemba. Man, Kemba's a shell of himself right now. He is a shell of himself. Well, Paulie just said, oh, wow, I missed a bunch of chats. Rare drop on Thursday? Is that confirmed? What is Top Shot going to look like over the summer with no NBA action to buzz, just tracking team changes? Yeah, I mean, I think we'll see the run it back, right? We'll see the run it back drop. I think there'll be some buzz around the NBA draft. There'll be, I don't know, Summer League. which we've talked about doing a live show in Vegas for Summer League. So that, yeah, I think there'll still be some buzz, but I definitely think it'll be lower excitement. But then I think we'll be so excited for the kickoff to the season. So I feel like the playoffs will be fun, the kickoff will be fun, but there'll definitely be some downtime this summer, I would imagine. Imagine if there's a 420 pack and it's just like Brandon Ingram. I think people will ever go after serial numbers based off date of moment. Example, December 12th being 12/12. That, I mean, gosh, that is definitely a Dunbar question. Greg's like the mathematician when it comes to that stuff. I mean, maybe if something important happened that day, sure. I don't think just for the hell of it, but who knows, man? I don't know. Collectors are weird. Who knows? Oh yeah, Jayshawn Tate. Let's look at Jayshawn Tate. I'm fine with that. I've talked about Jayshawn Tate here, $84. The problem is the Rockets suck, man. That's the problem. Hopefully I'm not in line at the dispensary when the pack drops. Sorry says, I've heard rumors on the Discord Top Shot channel of an MGLE pack drop. Ooh. And that is rumored, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, that they were going to start dropping Series 1 moments in those rare packs. Is that right? Honestly, like, I bet you guys log in and you're like, we're coming here for some news today. And then I ask you for the information. I don't know. I feel you all need to get cameras and host this. Top Shot High Flyers 420 packs containing only Michael Beasley. Best Series 1 under 50 players to buy. Wait, what? Under 50 players to buy? What do you mean? Explain, Ryan. Flipper's been trying to sell that number 6 Plumlee $35K for ages. Oh, Deep Threat says he got his second wooden coin in his wallet but can't open it for 20 minutes. Shoot, I scrolled down too fast. I'm sorry. Bruv DSB, if you didn't necessarily need the money now, would you hold a big moment? Is LeBron Hollow 13 out of 99 or cash in your lottery ticket now? Whoo, great question. I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to this. I think LeBron is someone who I would hold forever, but I understand you could, like, what's that going for right now? What's that going for? And also, what would your plan be, right? Like, are you just saying, like, let me just get that money and go? Would you want to invest in different LeBrons? Because you could talk me into, wow, that's going for 21K, 22K. What's his first moment on the site going for? 36. No, that's metallic gold. 16K. Wow. Yeah, that's a good question, man. It would totally be up to you and what you want to do with it. We've talked about this with Dustin when he was hoping he was going to pull one. I totally understand cashing in a ticket like that. I mean, that's big money, right? And I totally get it. I yell team hold all the time, but I totally understand wanting to be like, okay, I need that money. I get it. Beamer says, if you're patient with, let's go back in a serious voice. If you're patient with wax, you can make some money. Any project I've done, I've made profits from. Beamer, any project you've done, you've made, like, you just reap profits all the time, Beamer? Beamer's giving out financial advice over here. Ruben says new MGLE were minted, so probably, oh yeah, I did see that. Sorry, too. I think there could be days of wild speculation, Derek, this summer. Yeah. And Olympic balls, I know it's too bad we can't do the Olympic moments, though, right? Because we don't have that deal. But Anthony D may play in the next Laker game is a good entry point right now, seeing stars. That's a good question. Let's pull up Anthony Davis, famously underpriced. But yeah, especially if he's going to play for a couple weeks before LeBron comes back. He's just going to put up crazy numbers. Yeah, 65 for 10K is pretty nice. Let me see. What else can we get in that range? Can we get under 10K? 170. No, I don't want the cool cap. 65. Yeah, that seems to be the one that sticks out the most right now. He's got more moments on here than I thought. Yeah, yeah, I think that is a good entry point out of 15K. Where's it seeing stars, actually? No, that is the seeing stars. Yeah, 65K. 65 for a 10K. That makes the most sense to me. That makes the most sense. Good call, Leon. Ross Miller says, quick question. So to get Cool Cats Master Challenge reward, did you have to complete all other Cool Cat Challenge or just hold the moments now? So just hold them. So you need the Luca on. So series 1 all the way. You need all of the rewards. You need all of the moments. You don't need the base moments, all the other moments. So there will be a total of 29 moments, I believe. So there's still 4 that we don't know. Now, there were rumors that they were going to go to those who collected it organically and stuff like that, but they're all speculation. We're supposed to have information on that soon. They've been teasing that out for a while now. But who knows? I mean, the Cool Cats Masters Challenge is probably going to end in 2038 right now at this point. So who knows? Who knows? Oh, Rasheed Wallace in the 420 packs would love that. F-Bomb says, what will pack drops be like when 1 million people in the queue? I don't know. I mean, in some ways, they'll go faster because you'll be like, I'm not getting one. You'll know early, right? Shoot, man. A lot of comments coming in. I'm way behind. I apologize, guys. I apologize. All right, so we are seeing, $50. All right. Ah, man, too, but I missed it. So was it just Best Buy under $50? We'll do that. We'll do that. Here we go. Here we go. 50. No, that's not what we wanted to do. Sorry about that. It still has the 50. Okay, good. And then let's descending. All right, here we go. Jordan New. Oh, wow. What an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. It's early, okay? And to do this. That's what I was trying to do. Jordan Noir's first moment. No. Austin Rivers' first moment. Oh, no, Time Lord, because there's more of these coming out. Anthony Edwards, probably. That's not bad for but I don't really want a 35K moment. Nikola Jokic, the 15K MVP season. I like that. This went way up. Like, this was well over 100, I think, at one point. I kind of like that. TJ Warren, this is stupid. His first moment on the site is $46. That needs to be higher. So if you want a series 1, I like TJ Warren. You're buying at his lowest point because he's still dinged up. I like that. That would be my go-to, I think. That's too cheap. That's way too cheap. No, Nicholas Claxton will come down. Trae Young out of 7,500. I don't hate that at 44. I don't hate that. Malik, no, that'll come down. Yeah, it's probably it's TJ Warren for me. It's TJ Warren for me, I think, Ryan. yeah, I think it's because the Timberwolves suck. I just don't think we're watching Cat play. Steven says this whole thing feels like one big video game. All right, here we go. This whole thing feels like one big video game. Top Shot is the mysterious character that appears once a week with unique items. Guys, I'm having fun with that. No, it is. It does feel that way. It does feel that way. All right, what else we have? What else we have? Yeah, a lot of people. Now I'm catching up. All right, so Packer Nation, Durant out of 7,500 or Wiseman 3 badge. Thinking Durant only because of the playoff push, but Wiseman's potential at 19 years old. Yeah. I mean, Durant's definitely safer. Durant's a safer. That's his first moment with the Nets. His first bucket with the Nets. Yeah, Durant is way safer. Wiseman has a pretty low floor as we're seeing, but also it's a rookie moment. So who knows? Who knows? I agree. I think Durant's safer, Wiseman more upside. Not more upside, but a lot of upside. What else? Fellow New Yorker, did you have trouble buying wax? Yeah, I didn't. I actually didn't buy wax. I didn't go buy any. I didn't. There was too many issues with it that made me nervous. Kevin says, are we getting WNBA moments over the summer? I think so. Whenever they transition to Series 3, it seems like that's when we're going to get our WNBA moments. So I hope so. I hope so. That would be pretty exciting. I would love that. I'm curious to see how do they have a separate marketplace? Is it done within this marketplace? Like there's a lot of things I'm curious how they go after it. Yeah. Oh my God. Give me anything, Tarasi. I'd be pumped for that. A run it back, Rebecca Lobo. Sign me up. Way too cheap. Ooh, Triple J, baby. This one, I think I'm taking an L on right now. Let's look at Jaron Jackson Jr. 240. No, actually, I'm not. I think I got that early enough. It was like 100. Yeah, his first moment, 248. Way too cheap. He's about to come back. You're going to see him at least in the play-in tournament. I like him. I don't know what his like ramp up situation is going to be. Is he going to be on a minute restriction for how long? So he hasn't played in a long time, right? Since the bubble. Oh, Beamer got the MGLE mellow on the dip yesterday. Good for you. Good for you. Ooh, what player's first moment are you looking forward to being released? Sadiq Bey. I really like Sadiq Bey. I think he's a really fun rookie. Yeah, Sadiq Bey is probably the one that sticks out. I'm curious. What about you, John? Who are you rooting for? No, we're not trolling Big Mike. Get out of here. We're pro that. Get out of here with that. Come on, Big Mike. Open your brain. Open your brain. AE down to 600. Let's look at Anthony Edwards. Nico Mannion. Yeah, we do need a Nico Mannion. I almost talked about him this morning, Sawyer, because I think he had like 11 points last night. Ooh, Klay Thompson. That's the right answer. Klay Thompson's the right answer, CT. We do need a Klay moment. Ooh, Gary Trent Jr. too. That's another good one, Packer Nation. Wow, yeah, Anthony Edwards really came down. Let's look at Emmanuel quickly too. Down to 215. Wow, that's probably a good buy at this point too. Although he's looked pretty bad. Beef stew's on here, baby. Beef stew's already here. Go get that beef stew. Ooh, Malachi Flynn's a good one too. Malachi Flynn's straight balling now for the Raptors. Yeah, the Kobe moment. Oh my God. Back up the Brinks truck for that. That's a good one. Quickly. Wow, I can't believe Quickly's down to 215. Yeah. I'm with you, Colin. I need to go get that. I need to go get that. Yeah, yes, it is, Rocket Silas. Yes, it is. Let's look at that. We'll actually filter it right now, but I think that is, I mean, you say Michael Porter Jr. and 6 to midnight, you know what I'm saying? And let's look at lowest descending. It feels like my computer could crash at any moment right now. Zubats, you could go get Zubats. Tatum Series 1, I really like that too. It's not his first moment, but I do really like that. Kevin Love's first moment. Wow. I feel like that just changed. 199, huh? I want Kevin Love to be freed. Cole Anthony's first moment. Patrick Williams' first moment. There's actually a lot of good buys for under 200, it looks like. But yeah, I like, oh, Rui's first moment too is 190. Interesting. DeAndre Ayton. Man, I love Michael Porter Jr. I think I'd go scoop DeAndre's first moment. I think that's what I would do. Ooh, great point. Here we go. Quickly still has 33% of his 4K moments to be released. That's good news. Or it makes sense why they're so down. RJ Hampton. I'm excited for RJ Hampton. Yeah, I'm deep threat. When we can financially get invested in the WNBA by way of moments, the popularity will soar. I'm with you on that, man. When the pandemic hit, dude, I got into esports. Because there was an opportunity to play DFS on it, and it was the only thing that was there. I think when opportunities like that come up, I do agree that like there'll be people get into it. I'll get into it. I mean, that's how I've gotten into that's how I'm like super into golf now. It's because of DFS. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Nasir Little. How many of Nasir Little's moments are out in circulation right now? Because that is the question. If there's still not a lot of them, I would sell it and then go get it later. 6%. Absolutely sell it and then go buy it when it's like $5. I guess that's financial advice. I'm sorry. Until Top Shot releases the minted moments, I'm hesitant to buy any Series 1. Yeah, that's true too, right? We are going to see those released and hopefully in there. So yeah, we got no love for love. No love for love. Yeah, I'm with you. Cat under 200 is a pretty good buy too. That's a pretty good buy too. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to wrap up here. I feel like we hit everything. I don't know. Have I been more efficient lately or just people less nuts right now? You know? If you haven't had a chance to like the stream, guys, go do that. I think in the show notes, you can also see, you can follow us on Twitter. Oh, you know what? If you're interested in the Discord, let me share that link because I didn't put that in the show notes today. We'll be back again tomorrow. Oops, I almost shared someone's screen. Top Shot name. Yikes. We'll be back again tomorrow at 9. I think we're going to go, good luck with the Top Shot stuff. That'll be fun. Not Top Shot, the Tops hot takes. And then who knows? Hopefully we get a rare pack drop this week because I'd rather give my money than Dapper than Tops. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody. The Terminator of Top Shot news. Yes, I'll be back. What a terrible impression. That's not how we should have ended it. But you know how we do end these bad boys. There's only one way to do it. Like, subscribe, and PJ Washington.